We're going to DIY an outdoor rug using just a plain core mat from Target. You can get those for about, I think, $8 or so. And I printed out these large sheets. I'm gonna show you how I use sublimation to make my doormats, but really I'm only using it for a guide. So you could always make a stencil with your Cricut as well, because we are gonna end up painting this on, but this is such an easier way, I think, to get it started. And I have like a large format sublimation printer. I designed this image, Hello Summer, with a pink flamingo. And I thought we could make a really cute pink flamingo doormat. I'm just using some heat safe tape to tape this down. But what I realized is that that tape was skinny and it's really no match for that core mat. Like, it didn't really want to stick to it. So I'm going to kind of weigh it down a little bit to make sure everything kind of stays in place. So I just start grabbing things here on my workbench, weighing down the corners because I don't want it to shift when we're doing sublimation on it. Now, sublimation is a process. If you use a printer that you've put sublimation ink into, you can put it into fabrics. I wasn't sure if it would work on the core doormats the first time I tried it. And so instead of a minute at 400 degrees, I actually end up doing 2 minutes in each place, and just to kind of make sure that it went through a little bit more. Normally I would only do 400 degrees for 1 minute, but for this one I definitely did it for 2. And you can see where the design has come through the paper. That's kind of showing you that the sublimation is definitely working. But I want to make sure everything is covered, so I also go to the right a little bit with another sublimation run to make sure that pink flamingo is on there. I found that the black worked way better against that core brown color than the pink flamingo, but I could still kind of tell where it was. And because I'm going to go in and paint it. The first time I tried this, it was really successful. And then it faded. So that's why we're going to paint it. So that's what it looks like just after sublimation. So you can see I have a really good starting point. I'm just spraying it with some acrylic spray paint to kind of seal it, bring out some of the colors. As you can see, it does make it brighter, but that pink flamingo really kind of just faded away. But I can still see where it is enough to paint it. So I'm just going to take some paint pens. That's my favorite way to make a doormat. And we're going to paint the pink flamingo right back on here. Definitely could see well enough to get that general shape on there. And it's a pretty easy shape too. If you didn't want to use a stencil and you kind of wanted to freehand him. I switched to an orange paint pen for his beak and his legs, and a black one for his eye and his beak. He looks really cute. We're going to use that same black paint pen and just fill this in. The paint's going to hold up way better to being outside, weather, being stepped on and stuff like that. I've made these for like lots of seasons. Easter, St. Patrick's Day. It's so fun to kind of make your own custom rug, because I always like to have some kind of a fun doormat out in front of my house that kind of goes with whatever theme it is. So this one says Hello Summer. And I think it turned out really cute. I think sublimation is a lot easier than doing stencils, but you could totally do stencils if you had a Cricut for the lettering, but you're not set up for sublimation.